We still in the same spot with it. Almost done now. This room look kind of clean right now. I did my big one in this bitch. But oh shit, I'm tired. Put my feet on there and I just farted. But yeah, I don't get why there's such a emphasis on all these sorts of dating advices, and dating coaches when you really could just go outside and just start talking, get it through experience. But at the same time, I can understand that people want to get it right the first time through, not have to face rejection and go off into the sunset and live happily ever after. But you doing that only leads to a divorce or a fucking sad ending when they realize they don't like you at the end of the road. Because once y'all get in that relationship, you get that relationship. This shit ain't guaranteed. You walk in there and do all the shit that the niggas told you in the video. They told you to fucking get a certain type of haircut or act a certain way or carry yourself a certain way. You can keep that facade up for as long as you want, but as soon as them rainy days hit, that mask is gonna slip and she gonna see your real colors. And what are you gonna do if she don't like you no more? What are you gonna do if she shit finds out long before? What are you gonna do the day that she changes? Because one thing that people don't take into account when dealing with women is that they change every day. They wake up a new person every day, just like you do. They can wake up and all their hobbies switch, all their taste buds change, all their interests change. They can wake up and they don't fuck with pink no more. They can swear up and down since they were a little girl their favorite color was hot pink. They could wake up tomorrow and it's baby blue. What are you gonna do when she wakes up? When you wake up and she's just fucking disgusted with you because you're not like the buff guy from work. Are you just gonna try and convince her? Are you gonna either face that rejection? Well, you need to go outside and be rejected so you can learn how to deal with it. Because I guarantee you're not gonna take it well the first time through. You're gonna be a wreck, and nobody deserves to see you like that. You don't deserve to be seen in that light. You're gonna be pretty much essentially fucked up. All types of fucked up. Now, how do you do rejection? What rejection? I really couldn't tell you, but how I deal with rejection, I don't know. I kind of just shrug it off and just go do something else. Like, I don't really hold talking to women. Well, rejection in regards to women that high up on the pedestal, because I got much more shit to do. Much more like satisfying, fulfilling shit to do. Like I got the gym to look forward to tomorrow. I got going to sleep when I leave here to look forward to. Shit, I just beat Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 again. They dropped a new DLC pack. I just beat the story mode. I gotta go through and play the parallel quest and unlock all the moves. So I got that to look forward to, rather than being worried about some rejection from a girl who probably not gonna like me by this time next year. Probably not gonna be still in the picture by this time next year. So I'd rather just, I don't know, I just chalk it up to something. You can, when you chalk it up to something that you, what you, let me see how I can put this. When you realize that these things are things that you, well, these people are things that you can do without. Like, yeah, you like the person, but you don't need them. Once you walk around like you need them, don't date. Just don't. If you're walking around like, oh, I need you, you make them an essential part of your day, like talking to them, you have no life outside of talking to them, you're fucking cooked. Just get out of the dating scene and go be alone for a little. Go be alone for a while, because you're in too deep. That clingy shit gets you most definitely left. It's like it's like one of those hammer games at the carnival. You have to hit the hammer not all the way to the top, but you can't hit it too hard, but you can't hit it too softly. Like you gotta hit it in the margin. That's like the 2,000 point range or whatever. Because if you're like too far off and you're like super nonchalant, they don't like you. They think you don't care, so they don't care, and then they start doing dumb shit. But if you care too much, they just gonna walk all over you, or they'll just think that you're too desperate and just turn you away. You just gotta be calm with it. You gotta have swag. You gotta have your own shit going on too. Really, if I were to say anything, you shouldn't be dating unless you realize a couple things. One, if you're looking at dating coaches and information on YouTube and you're trying to apply it, I can't deter you from that. So I'll just tell you how to go about it. These things come with nuance. So it's not one size fits all. If you're ugly and you're trying to sit to the side and wait for someone to come to you, they're not coming to you. You look like a bug. But if you go outside and get that practice with people who you deem are in your range, then, well, you got to think about it objectively too. Because those people, you can't like, oh yeah, I think she's in my range and she's a fucking 9 and you're a 3. So to some extent, you got to one, improve yourself too. Go outside and get those reps in. Because yeah, granted, you're not gonna be able to just fucking talk to anybody out of nowhere. You'll have more confidence, but you're still not gonna do it because you're used to not doing it. You don't have that practice whatsoever. So yeah, start having conversations with random people, and I cannot stress that enough. Even outside of dating, just in general, having conversations with people, you'll get out of your head. You'll realize like it'll make you want to start speaking your mind more. Just like journaling will help you map out your problems and map out a solution. saying hi and sparking conversation with random people outside will give you a dopamine hit, and as well as help you start speaking your mind. Because you realize people are people just like you. There's nobody above you, nobody's better than you, nobody below you. We're all just people. No, this dating game shit has been around since fucking COVID, and it's like we're still on the same shit. We're still on the same dating shit. We're still talking about dating advice. There's a million and one videos, a million and one examples, a million and one videos of people going outside and dating. Yeah, they're like top 10% guys, but they're showing you what they do. And we're still having to have the same conversation. After a while, it's like if you don't get it, you don't get it. You can't just keep doing the same song and dance over and over and over again. Same thing with fitness. It's only so many ways to say the same thing. We can only tell you so many times that it's calories in, calories out, but you keep coming back with these different types of questions and overcomplicating it. It's like, bro, are you gonna go to the gym or not? You got all the questions in the world, but you ain't did one rep. We ain't see you do one bicep curl. We seen you do all these fucking rounds on the treadmill, but I see you hit one leg day this month. What you got going on? What are we doing? Are you going to actually do the program that I showed you? I sent you video tutorials on how to do this shit. I sent you a meal plan. I sent you this, that, and the third, everything you could possibly need. But I sent you an app with everything laid out. What more? What else could you possibly need? And then once you get real with them, you tell them like that, they don't want to do it no more. Like, okay, we didn't want to do it in the first place. And I can really see why, like, the bigger weight loss coaches and shit get mad about the shit. Or like they only take a couple of clients a year because yeah, it's a lot of people to keep up with, but at the same time, a lot of these people are just gonna just fall off. And I just realized how many times I just said just. Fuck. Somebody had an editor just tell me to put a just counter on the video. Even a fucking but yeah counter, because I say that a lot too. In due time, things will change. In due time. Practice makes perfect. Back to what I was saying. It's like you're overthinking yourself into a corner and you're just sitting here digesting the content, but you're not applying it. You're watching all of the videos. You're watching all the videos, liking the videos, writing the shit down, asking the questions, but where's the application? Where's the reason of why these videos are being made? Where is the work? Watching these videos is the easy mind numbing part. You could just put this shit on and just either sit there or continue about your regular life, sitting there playing video games, whatever you're doing. But where's the real world application? Where's the improvement? Where's the actual work portion at? Because we're not seeing it. And the same thing can be applied to dating and dating advice. They tell you to get in the gym because most of America is fat. That'll put you in the top 10% of men. 10, maybe 20. I don't know the exact fucking percentage, but it's high. Well, low. No, it's I don't know. It's a small number. But you put in the work and the hours, the grind on the game, you gotta treat yourself like a character in the game. Prime example, I got a Dragon Ball Z character level 199. Max level. God builds. All types of shit. Gear on point. You think if I would have put the same time and effort into grinding my real body, wait, if I would have took the same time and effort that I put into the game and grinded my real body like I am now, I look like Sanjin Woo. I look like Saitama. I look like one of these ripped anime characters. And I'd probably be fucking weird. I'd probably still be weird. I wonder if I'd still be making these videos, but only time will tell. But I say that to say that just fuck, almost did that shit 3 times. But there's a lot of information online. That's what the internet is for. That's the purpose of the internet. But when you're just sitting there mindlessly absorbing and absorbing and absorbing information, you're absorbing information and you're not applying it to anything. And I swear, I just had a deja vu moment. I feel like I've said this before. But if you're just mindlessly absorbing information and you're just pouring into your head without actually applying it to your day-to-day life or applying it to something, one, it'll eventually be forgotten. And two, it's a waste of time. It's a distraction. You're just distracting yourself from the shit that you need to do. And that's a no no. Because you need to do it for a reason. Nobody would be sitting here. Well, I wouldn't be sitting here at the end of every video telling you do the things you need to do if you didn't need to do them, if they weren't important. Mainly a promise to yourself that you gotta keep. And now it's like the easiest time to keep these promises to yourself because you have all these drugs and things that'll help you lose weight. So it may be frowned upon, but shit, do you want to feel better? Do you want to live longer? The change starts with you, man. But you gotta actually want this shit. You can't just want it today. You gotta wake up and choose every fucking day. The same question is gonna be put to you every single day. Do you want to stay the same? Do you want to stay at this level and eventually degress? Or do you want to progress, improve, keep ascending to the next level? It's just like a video game. You choose to stay at this one level, they keep dropping new DLCs, the enemies get harder and harder. But you chose not to level up. So therefore you're in there doing less damage against the enemies, taking longer to beat them, and eventually you run out of time and you fail the mission. But if you're choosing to keep leveling up, then you're improving, you're learning about new builds. Like I used to be competitive at Xenoverse 2. When a game first came out, like around the time Hit first dropped, I was in the not Mortal Kombat, but I was in the World Tournament scene. I used to make all types of player builds, like Kaioken build. I was one of the first people running Kaioken build with the fucking Warp Kamehameha. Like the meta where they had Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken Goku, one that drains his HP, not the Zamasu arc one, but the Universe 6 vs 7 tournament one. I had him going crazy. My favorite, well, my main character to use has always been Hit. Like if you check my stats on Xenoverse, my most used character is Hit. Like besides my custom character, my most used character is Hit. Then Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's because I used to be a stamina break god. Used to be a guard break demon. But now it's time to take all that knowledge and translate it into the real world. Because we only getting older, and the health complications are only going to pile up. And the realization hit me by looking at my coworkers, looking at really had a realization the week before I turned 25. I was looking at one of my coworkers. I'm like, damn, this nigga look disgusting. Looking at all my coworkers and they're like old and wobbling around. I'm the youngest one on the shift, and it's like, oh no, fuck no, I can't do this. I don't want to turn into one of these. Like when I get old, if I live long enough to be old, I want to be young and spry and nimble. I want to be able to move. I want to be able to chase my grandkids or nieces and nephews around the backyard. I want to be able to go on hikes. I want to be able to get up, look at the sun. I want to be able to move. Most importantly, I don't want to get one of my legs cut off because of fucking diabetes. If, like I told myself, if I lose a limb, just pull the fucking plug. I don't want to be here if I gotta live without one limb. Like, I don't know. Once you've been there, you've been there. I don't want to be a wheelchair nigga. No offense to the wheelchair niggas, but I just don't want to. That's not the life for me. It's not in the cards for me, bud. All right, let me go ahead and tell Randy I'm done. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming to my little TED talk. Finished out all the towels. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, but it was definitely a rant. Thanks for listening. Make sure you tell yourself you love yourself. Write in your journal. Call a loved one. Plan a trip. Go do something fun. But make sure you do the things that you have to do, even though you don't want to do them, man. This has been Brian, ranting to the camera, and catch you on the flip side. See ya.